Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to deal with a financial mathematics question, and with that in mind, let's dive straight in. So they've said to us, Sandile bought a car for 180,000 Rand. The value of the car depreciated at 15% per annum, according to the reducing balance method. The book value of Sandile's car is currently 79,866,96. The first question is, how many years ago did Sandile buy the car? So here we're going to use our depreciation formula. So the depreciation is at a reducing balance, so it's like the compound type version of depreciation. So it's going to be the accumulated amount is equal to the principal amount times 1 minus the interest rate to the number of periods, and we're trying to calculate that number of periods. So let's plug in all of the values we know. So the accumulated amount here is going to be what the car is currently worth, which is 79,866,96. The principal amount is going to be 180,000, so that's the amount that Sandile paid for the car. Then we've got 1 minus, and the depreciation rate is 15%, which is quite high, so it's 0.15. And then we've got the n, which we are trying to solve for. Right, to isolate that n, I'm going to get rid of that 180,000 first, and that is going to give me 79,866,96 over 180,000 Rand. So that is going to equal 1 minus 0.15 is going to be 0.85 to the n. Now, what I'm going to do to isolate that n, I'm going to use the logarithmic definition, or the definition of logs. What you could also do is you could log both sides. When you do that, the n drops in front of the log, and we can then divide both sides by the log 0.85, and then you would do that on both sides. But I'm going to use the definition of log, and in this case, my base is 0.85. So I'm going to say, right, the log with a base of 0.85, then I'm going to have that result, which is 79,866,96 all over 180,000 equals n. And when I plug that into my calculator, I get that n is approximately equal to 5. You'll see it'll be 4,99999, and therefore we can round up to 5 years. So what that means is Sandile bought this car 5 years ago. So I'm going to write that up at the top just so we remember for the next question. So we've got 5 years is our n value. Right, so let's move on to the next question. And right, so we've got that at exactly the same time as Sandile purchased the car, Anil deposited 49,000 Rand into a savings account that grew at 10% per annum compounded quarterly. Has Anil accumulated enough money in his savings account to buy Sandile's car? So what we need to try and do here now is we need to figure out whether or not Anil has enough money in his bank account after those 5 years. And if he has more money than 79,866, then we know he has enough money to purchase Sandile's car. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grow his investment compounded, right? So it's going to be the accumulated amount times the present, 1 plus the interest rate, okay, over the compoundings, okay, the rate of compoundings, or the number of compoundings per year. And then we're going to have the number of years times the number of compoundings within that year. Okay, so the principal amount here is he put 49,000 Rand into that bank account. 1 plus the interest rate was 0.1, so 10% over, and it was compounded quarterly, so that's over 4 times in a year. And then we've got 4 times the number of years is going to be 5 years, so that's going to be 20 on the outside. Right, when we put that into our calculator, we will find that Anil has 80,292,21. All right, and we know that that value is greater than 79,866,96. So therefore, there is enough money to purchase the car. And that would get you a really well-deserved 3 marks. A very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Read all about them in the description below. Also, head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question. We'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.